Okay, question F is on tax burdens. Okay, so for my H1 students, you must know, okay, all the papers or 80% of the papers will have tax or subsidy incidents. Not so much for my H2 students because there's a lot more that they can test, okay, with lesser marks. So whenever concepts of tax and subsidy on tax incidents, subsidy incidents is used, okay, the next thing or the next culprit that you always have to zoom into is what? PD. Right? Okay, first mark goes to identifying what is a tax first. Right, so I would like to see how it increases the cost of production and shifting your supply curve to the left. 1 mark for this. Next. Okay, you are supposed to illustrate the value of the PED. Okay, like what Jun Kiet has mentioned, demand for meat is likely to be price inelastic due to a specific determinant. Okay, and in this case, it is more likely to be a high degree of necessity. Okay, I don't quite agree with lack of substitutes. Okay, because but this is given in the original answer key. So these two, okay, I will give you marks for that. Okay, so you can actually see that this is the diagram. Okay, let's identify the tax burdens. Okay, so initially they are paying P0. Okay, but now, okay, with a result of higher cost of production, okay, they are paying P1. Okay, whereas the producers, they are initially receiving P0. Okay, but now as a result of higher tax or cost of production, okay, they receive P2. Okay, so notice P1 is what the consumer pay and P2 is what the producer receive relative to P0. So you can find out the gap in between, right? P1, P0, okay, the gap, okay, is going to be incurred by consumers. Okay, where P0, P2, okay, is going to be incurred by producer. Okay, so the last mark goes to identify the tax burdens. Okay, if you did not identify the tax burdens based on your own diagram, okay, you get nothing here. Am I clear for your third mark? Okay, and the fourth mark goes to the diagram. And make sure when you draw the diagram, you got to be smart, right? Okay, you need to draw it as steep as possible for your demand curve. So the catch to identify your tax burden for consumer is you must identify P2. P2 is what the producer receives. Okay, you realize that between P1 and P2, the entire chunk goes to the government.